Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Mindset Investor, where we know that creating generational wealth in real estate requires 5% strategy and 95% mindset. Last time we spoke about this higher power, this power that flows to and through us in order for us to get things accomplished in life. We can use this higher power. And I choose to call it energy, even though it has probably hundreds of names, and we've known about it through civilization, through history. We've just given it different names. I choose to use energy. And as you define energy, we know that energy, one of the points as you define it, is the only one that I'm going to touch upon it, is that it cannot be created or destroyed, but it can be transformed. And energy is literally always turning from energy into form, into physical form, and back to energy form. So what we're going to learn here, not necessarily in this episode, but through time, because as you know, I'm trying to keep these episodes a bit shorter and trying to just introduce concepts in short form so that we can then later on dig into them further into detail. But we can use our intellect in order to direct this power. Now, understanding how this power works from my perspective, that I call it energy, this has helped me understand other concepts that we normally hear about when we start studying concepts of the mind and personal growth. You may have heard in the past about the law of vibration, or you may have heard from people talk about vibration here and there. You've probably also heard of the law of attraction. And some people may believe that the law of attraction is a primary law, and it's actually not a primary law. The primary law is the law of vibration. We're going to discuss all these things later on. In fact, when I first heard this concept of vibration, I had no clue what that was all about, and I went and did a lot of research, and I concluded that quantum physicists know what this is all about, and we discovered all this stuff probably late 19th century when we started using radio waves. And of course, this is not what I'm not gonna get into that, but you can understand that concept of vibration, and we can better understand the law of attraction by understanding how this power works. And eventually you'll be able, once you understand it, you'll be able to call it whatever you want to call it. I choose to call it energy. So as we think, this energy is actually moving into form within our minds, right? And as we focus that energy within our minds, we're giving groups of cells in our brains amplitude of vibration, and that is traveling through an entire nervous system. And don't worry about necessarily whether you know about this concept of vibration or not, but as we focus on an idea, as we focus on a thought, we can literally, or what normally happens is that our entire body moves into the vibration of that thought. In other words, our body, or every single cell in our body, moves in harmony, or vibrates in harmony with that thought. And the problem is that we're constantly having positive or negative thoughts, and we don't necessarily know how to control them, and our body's just going all over the place. But what I want to talk to you about today, because we talked about that higher power in the previous episode, is that we as human beings, as far as we know, we're the only ones that have the capacity to, or an intellect, in order to do whatever we want in life. And this intellect, we have intellectual powers that as we learn how to control them, we learn how to properly channel this energy to achieve everything that we want. Because when we channel the energy in, and we get all of ourselves in harmony with that energy based on the thoughts, the positive thoughts and thoughts of the things that we want to achieve in life, eventually our bodies will move automatically in that direction. It doesn't mean that we're not going to take action, but as our bodies are vibrating in harmony with those thoughts that we ourselves are capable of controlling, then we're going to start attracting what we need in life and achieving, creating, moving those ideas and results that we want in life into physical form. So our intellectual abilities, we're also going to work on developing these intellectual abilities. This, I call them mental muscles. And I'm just going to tell you what they are right now, and then I'm going to leave it at that. So one of them is perception, the other one is reason. Then there's imagination, there is intuition, then we've got memory, and finally the will. These are our intellectual abilities, and we're going to learn how to strengthen what I call our mental muscles in order for us to literally consciously direct that energy to help us achieve anything that we want in life. So with that, I'm going to leave it at that for now, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.